Hey guys, my name is Tina and I'm a Star Diamond coach, and we are going to talk about how to have a power hour. So grab your paper and your pencil or pen and pause when you need to take notes. I have notes here that I'm going to be going over, so I make sure that we are covering everything. I'm going to move kind of fast because I want you to get all this information in probably about 20 minutes, hopefully no longer than that. So let's get started. What we're going to talk about here in this next little bit of time is how to create consistency, how to get what you need done, and how to delegate your time so that you're feeling like when you're done with your jobs that you need to get done, you can be done and you can shut things down. All right. So one of the main things that I hear from coaches on a day-to-day basis is, I don't have a lot of time. How can I get everything done I need to get done? What are the most important things that I need to do in general? So what we've done is we've tried to put together what we are now calling a power hour so that you can get what you need done in that time frame. You know, there's a lot of information out there. You could watch videos all day long. You know, we've got all the stuff in our back office. But what we want to do is find the things that are easy, that are duplicable, so that we can do them and so that we can teach them to our coaches. All right, so you need to feel like that you're accomplishing the goals that you've set for yourself, and especially if you're on a limited time frame. So what I want you to think about here is not making this complicated, making it work for you. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how to get the things done that we need to get done and focus on the things that are important and not worry about the things that are not important. All right, so first of all, what we've got in a power hour is dividing it into 3 time frames, all right? 3 20-minute periods. And what we're going to talk about is, first of all, getting ready for those 3 20-minute periods. What I do is I suggest that you have a calendar. You can have a calendar on your computer, you can have a calendar on your smartphone, but I am old-fashioned and I like the paper calendar. So what I'm going to suggest is that you go out, if you don't already have one, and you get that paper calendar. And mine is right here. So I'm going to show it to you, and I just want you to kind of look at it from the standpoint of, I like it because it's got, and I'll move it up here a little bit closer, it's got, first of all, it's got the whole month for each day, and then it also has individually the days where, and I'm just picking one I haven't gone to yet, but where you can actually have the hours of the day. So I want you to go through and I want you to mark everything that you have, everything that you know you do. I mean, even if it's get up, brush your teeth, take a shower, it doesn't matter. Be as detailed as you need to be. Use color codes when you need to. It totally doesn't matter. But get this down. Every appointment you have, every appointment your family has, when you're going to work out, when you're going to have dinner. Then once you have all of that laid out, then you're going to know what your free time is. And in that free time is when you're going to do your power hour and when you're going to work your business. Once you get all those things blocked out, then I want you to say, okay, I have 2 hours on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. I can work from 8 to 9. I have an hour on Wednesday night that I can work. All right, so that is where you plug in when you're going to work your business in your power hour. All right, so what we're going to do now is talk about the things that you are going to do in the power hour. Remember, I said you're going to divide those into 3 20-minute segments. Okay, so first things first. Your first 20 minutes, you want to be engaging in new conversations with new people. So you want to be finding those people and talking to those people and engaging in conversations and asking them lots and lots of questions. You need to work from a list, all right? So if you don't have a list going, you need to get one going. Sit down with the memory jogger, and I think that's another video, but sit down with the memory jogger. What and who do you know? Who knows who? You know, you start out with the people that you know in your warm market, and then you branch out from that. Every time you meet someone, write their name down. Have a little notebook with you. If you don't do this, you will not get anywhere. You will draw a blank on names and you'll forget who you're talking to. You've got to have the system. I cannot tell you how important that it is to do that. You need to be reaching out to people. You need to be breaking the ice with people. And by that, I mean just talk to them. Don't talk about Beachbody. Just talk to them and ask them questions. How are you? What's going on in your life? Tell me about your family. What do you like to do? Ask them questions. Listen to what they're saying. The thing that we talk about is forming a person. And basically what that means is that we start a friendship with someone. We ask them, how are you? I just thought about you today and was wondering what you were doing. Very simple question. You then, once you start asking them those questions, you want to know about their family. You want to know about their occupation. What do they do? What do they like to do? Want to talk about recreation. This is where you can start finding out, do they work out? Maybe they talk about how they wish they had more time to work out. So we're listening for those clues that are going to help us to fill the need that they have. And if we don't listen, then we can't fill that need. So you need to, if you're not on social media, you need to be on social media. And there's a ton of different ways other than Facebook. There's Twitter, there is LinkedIn, there's Google Drive, and there's lots of different ways that you can, there's Pinterest. So find the things that work. I suggest you use more than one of those, but start introducing yourself to new people and start adding those people to your list. 2 to 3 people a day, okay? Keep up with the list. Keep up with them on what you're talking to them about, because that is really, really important. All right, so that's the first 20 minutes. You're just talking. You're just saying hi. You're just engaging in conversation. All right, the second 20 minutes is going to be your follow-up and invite. Now, those are the people that you have already been talking to. All right, you've already formed them. You've already been listening to those cues. You already know what they want and what they need. And so now you're going to start inviting them to do something with you. All right, remember, first and foremost, it is okay if someone says no to you. All right, if someone says no to you, they're not really saying no to you. They're just saying no to what you've asked them to do, okay? They may say no because they just don't have enough information at the time. So if they say no, say thank you and continue to be friends with them. Continue to have conversations with them, because maybe in 2 months or 6 months or 2 years, they're going to come back in there to go, okay, you remember we were talking about that? Now it's a yes, all right? So you can invite people to do so many things. You can invite them to a challenge group. You can invite them to listen to a webinar. You can invite them to come to a fit club. You can invite them to a home party, to a Super Saturday event. You can invite them to be on a 3-way call. You can invite them to Skype or to Zoom, or you know what? You can invite them to go have lunch or have a Coke with you, just to go spend some time and get to know that person. Because when we get personal with people, then they share things with us and then we can help them. So be you, be natural, just enjoy being with that person and engaging with them. You need to, when you're ready to invite them to something, one of the easiest things to say is, hey, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you, would you consider doing a challenge group with me? Or I've been meaning to ask you, I don't even know if you really know what I do, but I've got this webinar I'd love to send to you, and would you be willing to watch it? Would you consider taking the time to watch it? It's simple. It's so simple. You don't make it complicated. You just ask them. All right. And when you do ask them, and they say, yes, I'll watch this, or I'll listen to this, or I'll go meet you for coffee or whatever, then you know what? You need to set the time and you need to follow up with them. Don't hide behind the Facebook and Twitter at that point. You need to get on the phone and you need to call them and you just say, hey, when can we meet? Or hey, you said that you would like to watch this video that I have to send to you, and I wanted to get in touch with you so I could set the time up that I could send it to you. You want to make sure that before you send anything, you have the time that they're going to watch it and you have the time that you're going to get back with them. Okay, so once you have those two things, once you know when they're going to watch this or listen to it or meet you somewhere, then you have, and then you've got the follow up for that, then you can send whatever it is. All right, so you can ask the question, when can you watch this? Get that time. When they say the time, just say, okay, then if you can watch it at 2 p.m. today, can I call you tomorrow at 9 a.m.? All right. Once you've set those times, send them that video. And you know what? You want to make sure that you've got all their contact information, their email address, all that kind of stuff. So I know I've repeated this 3 or 4 times, but I've done it, so I know. Don't send a third-party tool until you have all the information that you need and that you know when they're going to watch it and when you're going to follow up. And here's the other thing. Follow up, okay? It's okay if they say it's not for them. It's okay if they say, I need more information, all righty? When you follow up with them, I'm going to give you some tidbits in a minute on what to say and what not to say, but make sure that you follow up, all righty? So once you have started the conversations and once you've done your inviting and your follow-ups, then you can go into your third part of your 20 minutes. And this is the to-do list. These are the things that, maybe you've thought, oh, I'd like to do a little YouTube video, or, oh, I need to do a blog post or whatever. Those are the things that either A, can sit off to the side and you can do them when you have time, or B, even better, you might have some way to delegate those, all right? You might have someone that you could pay a little bit of money, or maybe your son or your daughter is old enough to do something and you can say, hey, I need this taken care of. But these are the things in this third part, they're the things that can wait. They're the things that you will work on when you have time. Remember, first things first, get those things done, and that is talking to the people, getting to know the people, spending that time engaging with them, all right? So here is some things I want you to think about in closing. Don't have expectations, okay? Just get to know the person. Check out what they're like. Maybe look at their profile. See if you pick up anything about them. Remember, you're adding 2 to 3 people a day to your contact list. You're finding things in common with those people so that you can meet their needs. You're actually kind of interviewing them when they don't even realize it, so that you find what their need is so that you can meet that need. So what are they telling you? Really listen. There's that old saying, we have one mouth and we have 2 ears. So we need to listen twice as much as we talk. People like to talk about themselves. People like to tell you about themselves. So, while it is great to say, oh gosh, I have the same situation as you, whatever that situation might be, make sure that as quickly as possible you turn it around so that you're finding out more about them. Because once you do that, people love it, and then they have that confidence in you and they want you to help them, all right? So here's what you don't want to say. After someone has watched a video or has gone to a webinar or you've sent them a link of something, you don't want to say, well, what did you think about that? What you do want to say is, what did you like best about whatever it is you sent them? And did this make sense to you? And there's also another thing you can ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not very interested, 10 being I'm ready to do it right now. Where are they on a scale of 1 to 10 with the information that you've given them? So for instance, let's say you gave them a webinar about becoming coach, and they said, I'm 7. I really like this idea. I could see myself doing this. Then basically you want to say, okay, what other information do I need to get to you so that we can get you to a 10, so that we can get you on our team? All right. You're not necessarily looking to close at this point. What you're wanting to do is get as much information to them so that they get to that 10 and they say, yes, I'm ready. What do I do? Where do I sign on the dotted line? Okay. So don't ask them what did they think. Ask them, what did you like best about that? And did this make sense to you? Okay. Want to go over really quickly what we talked about. In a power hour, you have got to have that time totally set aside for you. Split it into 3 20-minute segments. The first 20 is meeting the new people, saying, hi, how are you? I saw that I don't know, whatever it is that you happen to see that day, however you met that person, starting that conversation with them. Second 20 minutes, these are people that you formed and that you're going now to invite to do something. And then that last 20 minutes, those to do things that you've kind of put off to the side. And those are things that, you're far more important to talk to people. So if that happens to go a little bit longer, then that's great. Make sure you have no distractions. Make sure that you are totally and completely into what you're doing. If someone, a lot of times you could get sidetracked by someone's messages or whatever, basically have a piece of paper with that to-do list that's going to happen in that last little bit of time, that third 20 minutes, and write it down, but then go directly back to what you're doing. Don't get sidetracked, because if you can stay focused on that power hour, you are going to see your business grow. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed this little segment today on how to have a power hour. We want you guys to succeed, and we want to make this easy and duplicable for you. I hope you have a great day. Watch this as many times as you need to, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.